Hi guys, Greg Rupert here, Adventures of a Health Nut from Terrazas, Peru. I'm out here on my jungle chakra that I'm turning into my resort, Eco Lodge and Healing Center. This is Chama. We got her as a puppy. She's no puppy no more though. She's a good guard dog. Anyway, I'm up here on my balcony. Another beautiful day out here in the San Martin region of the rainforest of northern Peru. And what I thought I'd do today is talk to you about a thing called our Idiothecia cells, which is a really incredible little cell that we generate when we're young. We have about what you would consider 20 tennis courts. If you could lay cellophane down a tennis court, that real thin cellophane wrapper, and lay it across the tennis court, do 20 of them, and that's how many Idiothecia cells we have when we're about 20 years old. But as we move forward in our life with the Western lifestyle diet, I'm going to get situated here on my patio deck. Kind of got to make sure I don't fall off. It's a long way down. So anyway, what it is, the Idiothecia cells, when we're 20 years old, we've got 20 tennis courts. And what the Idiothecia cells do is they take and line the interior of our arteries. And it's like a slide. When you go down a slide with cotton pants on, you're going to go down real slick and smooth. But if you go down with your bare butt in the sun, you're going to stick, and it's going to just get stick. So what it is the Idiothecia cells allow our blood to flow through our arteries real smooth and fast. And they also do another thing. They kill plaque, and they prevent plaque from building up along the walls of our artery. So they're really an incredibly important little item to having good health and not having a heart attack or an aneurysm. And then they do another miraculous thing. They create a thing called nitric oxide, with a little gas molecule, which I call our Pony Express riders to every living cell in our body. Now this is where it gets really interesting. The little nitric oxide gas molecule gets born or gets created from the Idiothecia cells. And what they do is they go ahead and take the energy, the water, the oxygen, and they give it to every living cell in our body. And along with that, they give a roadmap to our cells of where to go and then what to do when they get there. So your nitric oxide, your gas molecule, is just critical to the state of your health and us trying to go ahead and not grow older faster and get degenerative diseases. Now the three guys back in 1980 or 1970s, that the three scientists or physicians that discovered the nitric oxide were given the Nobel Peace Prize. It was that moving forward in science for mankind. So it's really incredible. And what happens is, as we reach 30, we're down to about 10 tennis courts of Idiothecia cells. And we get to 40, we're down to 5. And when we get to 45, we're down to maybe 1 or 2. And when we get to 50, if you're eating a Western lifestyle diet like most of us are, you're down to maybe a half or a fourth of a tennis court or none. And then you're in a lot of trouble. Because what it is without that nitric oxide, your cells are running around bumping into each other, and they eventually turn into cancer cells. Because that's in fact what they're primed and ready to do. Without direction, without food and water, they immediately go into a degenerative disease cell that's going to go ahead and put us in the grave, usually very slowly. But we're going to live the second half of our lives fat, sick, and almost dead. Just where the pharmaceutical companies and big agro want us. They don't want us dead, and they don't want us healthy. They want us right there in the middle where they can continue to sell us the pharmaceutical drugs and shell out our money and live our second half of our lives pretty miserably. So that's a little story on the Pony Express riders, our nitric oxide, and the little Idiothecia cells, which is our soldiers, our first line of defense, our homeland security. Now, you can get most of your nitric oxide, most of your Idiothecia cells are produced from some major items. One is watermelon, and the more white of the watermelon, the more Idiothecia cells. Another one is broccoli, and a big one is beets, raw beets. So eat your beets, eat your broccoli, and eat watermelon wherever you can get it. Okay, guys, from Terrazas, Peru, out here in my beautiful jungle that God created for me and you, signing off. Adventures of a Health Nut here in the jungle. I'll see you later.